Hi there, kids! Welcome to Storytime at Cool School with me, Miss Booksy. Today we're reading Frankenstein Makes a Monster. Wiggle, snap, storytime! Hi, I'm Mary Shelley Frankenstein, sister to the world's biggest mischief-making little brother, Victor Frankenstein.
That's Dr. Frankenstein.
He's not a doctor, obviously. He's 10.
10 and a half.
Anyway, one day he was bored, and when Victor Frankenstein gets bored, bad things happen.
Story time, Miss Booksy's gonna meet you inside her magic books. Cinderella's dressed in blue, Goldilocks and spinning clock. Wiggle snap, everybody wiggle snap, everybody wiggle snap.
For example, one time he filled all my shoes with slime.
Ew!
Victor!
And then one time he put baking soda and vinegar in his teacher's coffee. And yeah, it exploded.
Victor!
And this one time, this is really bad, he put glue on the toilet seat and my dad got stuck.
Victor!
So like I was saying, bored Victor equals bad Victor. And that's how the story begins.
I'm bored! I want to make something. Something big, something bad, something epic. I know! Today I'm gonna create a monster!
Uh-oh! Victor went down to his laboratory, aka our basement, and got to work. That's where he did all his experiments.
Some fishing hooks, I can use those. Slinky, check. Some nuts and bolts and screws and stuff, sure. Modeling clay, finger paints, glue, grandpa's toupee, perfect. A garbage can, some brooms, a mop, googly eyes, a couple of my sister's patriotic girl dolls, my old teddy bear, Mr. Teddy Puff Puff. Wait, no, I didn't mean it, Mr. Teddy Puff Puff. Promise. Forgive me? I love you too, Teddy.
Aw, that's sweet. But don't be fooled. Victor was up to a seriously naughty scheme.
Now back to my seriously naughty scheme. It's time to create my monster. A monster that will wreak havoc and destroy the whole world. Oh no, don't be scared, Mr. Teddy Puff Puff. My monster won't destroy you. Now, time to work.
Victor worked all day into the night, not even stopping for snack time. He snipped, ripped, chopped, glued, fastened, refastened, attached thingamabobs and whatchamacallits until finally he was satisfied.
My monster! Now to bring him to life. It's alive! Okay, I thought that would work. It's alive? How do I turn this thing on? It's alive! Yes! And now we will unleash chaos onto the world! Oh, are you hungry? Let's see, what do monsters eat? There's some leftover meatloaf in here. It's really gnarly, so you might like that.
Nom 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 nom.
Okay, you get enough to eat yet? We have to go wreak havoc and chaos and stuff. Whoa, awesome! Hey, wait for me!
Victor! You stop right there, young man. Who made this mess?
My monster did it?
Right. Sure. A monster did it. Well, guess who's going to clean it up?
Me?
That's right.
But
Oh, no buts.
But there was a but. A big one. A real, live monster was on the loose. But really, he was probably more afraid than anyone. The world was brand new to him, and he couldn't help but be frightened. Aw, sad. Finally, he found a nice resting spot and fell asleep. Okay, so maybe it wasn't such a good resting spot because during recess, the jungle gym is a pretty happening spot. And it wasn't very long until... Ah! And that woke the monster. The monster monster felt a little bit safer in the woods. He sat there and watched the playground, waiting for the kids to leave. A bell rang and the kids left, but then an older group of kids came out, including me. Ow!
What's the matter? You don't like dodgeball?
I like dodgeball just fine, but we weren't playing dodgeball. You simply threw the ball at my head. See, that I don't like.
Whatever, Mary Shelley Stinkenstein.
That's not my name.
Mary Shelley Stinkenstein. Mary Shelley Stinkenstein.
Oh, not cool.
Ah! Monster, run!
Thank you for chasing away those bullies, but I have to ask, are you a nice monster or a mean monster? Okay, I'm gonna take a wild, possibly dangerous guess and say that you seem like a nice monster. I'm Mary. Repeat after me. Monster. Monster. Monster.
Mon.
Okay, that's pretty close. Now add the stir. Monster.
Monster.
Great. Okay, I should really teach you some more words, but that took like an hour, so let's move on to something else. How about some social skills? Let's try a handshake.
Ah.
Now, we put our hands together, and then we shake. Good. Thanks. All right, it's time for me to go home for dinner. Do you think you'll be okay here for tonight? Yeah, you better come with me. I'll hide you in my old playhouse. But by the time I got home and the monster was all settled in, news had gotten out.
Reports of the mystery monster have been coming in all day. From people like this gentleman.
I nearly ran him over in my car last night. I don't know if my insurance would have covered that.
And these innocent children.
I was just minding my own business when he tried to hit me with a ball.
City officials are urging citizens to stay inside and lock your doors. But some local vigilantes want to take matters into their own hands.
Yeah, we're gonna get that monster.
I ain't afraid of no monster.
Uh-oh. Oh no.
According to eyewitness reports, the monster has caused over $11,000 in damage. And an old-fashioned pitchfork and torch-wielding gang of locals has sworn to capture the beast.
Yeah.
Back to you, Chuck.
Oh dear.
I told you it was the monster that wrecked the kitchen.
Go to bed, Victor.
Well, I couldn't just leave the monster outside in my old playhouse, not with a bunch of vigilantes out there hunting him. Shh, okay, you can sleep in here, but you have to be quiet. Aw, that's sweet. Now, do you want the top bunk or the bottom? Oh, you're not sleepy? Do you want to play a game? So we played some games. We played Twister, Right Foot Blue. Close enough. Jenga, Jenga, Jenga. Then we went full on slumber party and did spa night. Ah!
I thought I heard my monster in here.
Your monster?
Yeah, I created him in the basement. What's he doing with all that gunk on his face?
We were having a spa night.
What? Monsters don't do spa nights. Monsters are supposed to be ferocious and fierce and wreak havoc.
He's not that kind of monster. I found him in the woods by the playground. He saved me from bullies, and now there are bullies looking for him. We have to protect our monster.
Our monster? I think you mean my monster. He's coming with me.
No way! Hey!
Stop! Stop! Hey, keep it down in there.
Quick, hide the monster!
What on earth is going on in here?
Nothing, Mom.
Yep, nothing to see here.
What was that?
Oh, my stomach. I don't think that leftover meatloaf sat too well with me, but I'll be okay.
Okay, well, time for bed.
Yes, Mom.
Okay, Mom.
Now.
Meatloaf!
You sure you're okay?
Yep. Good night. See ya mañana. Bye.
Okay. Good night.
Phew, that was close.
We can't keep him here. There's no way Mom and Dad will let us keep a monster.
True.
But we can't take him outside either. The vigilante bully gang is looking for him. What if they hurt him?
But he's a monster. He could just destroy the gang. Easy peasy.
You seem to be forgetting that he's not the destructive, dangerous type. He's a big sweet softie. Look.
Yeah, I guess he's not gonna wreak any havoc. Hey, I know. Let's take him to Professor Weirdly's house. She'll know what to do.
Great idea. Science teachers for the win. Okay, now how do we get him out of here without attracting attention?
Of course.
Perfect.
Let's go.
So we set out into the night with our monster. It was a little scary, but there's no time to fear when you're on a mission. Super brave, right? Well, that was all about to change. We didn't know it yet, but the vigilante gang was closing in. So all was going according to plan. We were on our way to see Professor Weirdly, the science teacher at our school. She would know what to do with the STEM project gone awry. Okay, cool. I can see Professor Weirdly's house. We're almost there. Watch out!
Is that what I think it is?
Yep. What do we do now?
We could blast them with a giant water balloon or some other projectiles. Or we could just cast a protective force field around ourselves. Ooh, or we could sick a giant robot on them.
Or we could run.
That's always an option.
Let's go.
What do we have here?
Oh, hi, sir. Nice weather we're having, huh?
What are you kids doing out here this time of night?
Who, us?
Yes, you.
We're just out for a little evening stroll. And you?
I'm out looking for that monster that's been terrorizing the town.
Oh, I haven't heard anything about that. Have you, Victor?
No, Mary, not a word. A monster, you say?
Who's that? I said, who's that?
Oh, her? Yes, that's our grandma. Yep, old granny.
But don't bother trying to talk to her. She's hard of hearing.
Granny, we're just telling this nice pitchfork-wielding gentleman that you're a little hard of hearing. Well, I guess it's our bedtime. Good night. Excuse us. Oh, hi guys. We were just leaving. Come on, Granny. Seemed too easy, right? We were just gonna walk away, but then suddenly we heard... Come on, Gran. Time for bed. Yeah, that's a kitty. Let's go. But the monster, being a big old sweetheart, jumped into the tree to rescue the kitten. Great.
Wow, your granny sure is spry.
Hey, she saved the kitten.
Okay, Granny, good job. Now let's go. Uh-oh.
That's him. That's the monster. Get him.
The gang was all riled up, and things were getting very scary. One guy swung his pitchfork up at the monster.
Ha, I'll get ya.
But he missed. Phew. But then it landed.
Ah, hey, you stuck me.
And that guy had been waving around a torch, so when he got poked with the pitchfork, he accidentally lit another guy's pants on fire. It was chaos!
Finally!
We could have just run away at that point, but the monster was such a big old sweetie that he just had to jump down and help.
That's better.
Phew, thanks.
Hey, wait, he's being nice.
Monsters aren't nice.
Well, this one is. He protected me from bullies. He rescued that kitten, and now he's helping you.
Yeah, and I created him specifically to be a supervillain too. I don't know what went wrong.
So will you guys leave him alone now?
Are you sure he's good?
Look at him.
Yeah, okay. We'll let you go.
But you all better get home soon. It's late.
We know, just one more stop. Come on, guys, let's go to Professor Weirdly's.
And Victor, you say you made this all by yourself?
Yep. Awesome, right?
Very impressive.
Where will you keep him, Professor?
I think he'll be happy at school. He can live in the lab.
So from that night on, our monster lived in Professor Weirdly's science lab at the school. It was great. He took care of the class pets. He helped kids with their homework. Well, he tried anyway. He was the best school monster ever, and Victor and I got to see him every day. It was awesome.
Yeah, but next time I'll create a super bad monster that wreaks havoc and mayhem and destruction and...
Oh boy, here we go. The end. Aw, so the monster got to live happily ever after. It would be so cool to have a monster going to your school, don't you think? Thanks for coming to Storytime. Can't wait to read more stories with you at Storytime soon.